For the month of July 2023, home sales continued to be above last year's level in July, which suggests that many households have adjusted to higher borrowing costs. With that being said, it does appear that sales momentum that we experienced earlier in this spring has stalled somewhat since the Bank of Canada restarted its rate tightening cycle in June. Compounding the impact of higher rates has been the persistent lack of listings for people to purchase compared to previous years. Overall in GTA, there were 5,250 sales in July 2023, representing a 7.8% increase compared to July of last year. The average selling price was also up by 4.2% over the same time frame. But as I always say, somebody who's in the market right now would be interested in knowing what the changes are month over month. So when you compare the sales of July with the previous month, June 2023, the sales were down by about 30%, and the average price was down by about 5.4%. Now let's talk specifically about the city of Brampton like we always do. So for the month of July, there were 363 sales, which was down by about 40% when compared to the month of June. Similarly, the average price was $1,052,000, which was again a drop of about 5.55% when compared to June. The median price again was dropped to $980,000. Months of inventory has been steady for the last a few months actually since May, which is 1.9, meaning it would take 1.9 months for all of the properties, the inventory on the market currently to be sold. 22 days on an average a property took in July to be sold in the city of Brampton, which was more than the previous months. Sales to new listing ratio, which is 50.4%, when this number is between 40 to 60, it's a balanced market. So overall in Brampton, we were in a balanced market. Now here's the breakdown of the sales and the average price for different property types for Brampton for the month of July 2023. Now, both the sales as well as the average price in all property types have gone down. The average price for condo apartments has gone down the most by 8.84% in the month of July as compared to June, followed by semi-detached houses, where the average price dropped by 7.38%. And detached houses, about 5.1% drop, and then townhouses 3.8% drop in average price, and the condo townhouses by about approximately 1%. And the sales for all property types have also gone down. It's very interesting to note that detached homes, they sold as many as 318 in the month of June, and it came down to 190 in the month of July. Uncertainty surrounding directions of borrowing cost, job, and the overall economy has impacted home sales over the last 2 months. Over the long term, the demand for home ownership housing will remain strong on the back of record population growth. By now, you would have also noticed that there's a misalignment in the demand for housing and the supply of population. The federal government is targeting record levels of immigration for the foreseeable future. But we have seen very little progress in creating more ownership and rental housing to accommodate this growing population. Population growth is imperative for economic development. However, this growth will be unsustainable if people cannot find an affordable place to live. That's exactly what TREB's representatives are asking all the 3 levels of government. What are your thoughts or comments on the current state of real estate? Share them in the comment section.